In this video, we're going to look at an overview of Assignment 7. So Assignment 7 has you doing some research. You're going to look into exception handling and Python's pickling module. The idea is for you to actually come up with some links. There's lots of information out there on the internet, and your job is to go find some of it. Once you find it, you want to note those websites so that you can write about them. One of the twists that we have this time is that in addition to your typical Word write-up and what you've been posting, for people to look at, we're actually going to use a Google blog to make it available on the internet. Now, it can be made privately, it can be made anonymously, and it doesn't have to look all that fantastic. So it doesn't have to look as nice as what your Word document does. In fact, it seldom does. But I do want you to kind of experience how to get this out there. And I also, as you make your Google blog, I want you to think about the websites that you visited to get the information about exception handling and Python pickling. How do they differ from what you're doing? That's the game plan. So, got some videos for you to watch. You have to do your own research on exception handling. There's some in the book, of course, and we've talked about some. But I want you to find some examples. You've seen how I write up examples, and I show little demonstrations. I make my own little tiny bit of code and show you that this is the way something works. I want you to be able to do the same thing so that when you get into an organization where you want to kind of show other people how to do something that you've learned, you'll have had some basic experience. And again, I want you to reflect on how other people do that so that when you're looking at somebody else's work on the internet, you realize that they're just another person sitting on another screen, behind another screen somewhere, typing things out. Do the same thing for the pickling. The pickling allows us to save data in a file, but in a binary format instead of a text format. You'll learn more about that as you uncover it. Again, there's information in the book, but I want you to locate stuff on the web as well and make notes of it. Now, in order for it to work well, you need to be able to make your own simple example. Don't make it too complex. Keep it simple. If you notice that a lot of the examples I've used to teach you, like how a loop works or how a list object works or dictionary works, I've kept the examples really simple, and that's really important. So also make sure that you comment your code so it's really easy for people to follow. You'll make a new little subfolder for Assignment 7. You'll put your work inside of that subfolder, of course. You'll create the project, you'll create the Python script with your sample code that you're putting together. You can make more than one script if you'd like. You can make a single script that shows both, or two scripts, that's fine with me. Make sure your script runs in both PyCharm and, of course, at the OS level. Post your code out on GitHub like we did last time. And you can just keep using the same repository we've been using. Let's see, as far as the documentation, again, I recommend you write it out in Word and then upload it. I have a very simple example here. It doesn't, again, it's not going to be pretty. It's just that you kind of go through and you put some stuff up there. I did make a little video out here if you'd like to see how I made the blog back in the day. I don't think it's changed that much. There are maybe a few minutes worth of information here that's probably worth watching. But most of it's pretty straightforward. I've also provided you a link to that video here. So go check it out. I think if you do, I think it'll go pretty quickly. And if you, for some reason, cannot turn in the blog, that could be for, gosh, who knows how many reasons. You can turn in a Word document as usual, but if at all possible, please try to use it. It's really quite handy when you want to link this to emails or other social media things like LinkedIn or or Facebook or in your resume, etc. It's really nice to have. And again, I want you to kind of experience it and think about how people that are publishing information on the internet are doing it. And could you be one of those people? Or if you don't even want to be one of those people, how do you know that the people that are telling you things work a certain way really know they work a certain way? Some critical thinking there, which is to be involved in. As usual, I need you to submit your work, so please make sure you put together your Python script, or if you have more than one scripts, together and upload it. Let's see, to Canvas as well as GitHub. Post your document. That's basically just telling you where the link is to your blog so people can take a look at. I think you're going to find that most people's blogs are very plain, but occasionally people get quite creative. They have a lot of fun with it. I really kind of like this portion every quarter because I get to see some pretty cool stuff. Things that I didn't think of that, and after you see it, it seems obvious. Have some fun with this. Remember, this is a basic programming class. It hopefully will not be your last programming class. It's supposed to be designed to be not only educational and fun, but fun. So please try to consider that and have a good time doing some research and kind of helping other people to learn stuff. I think it's one of the best things in life.